Okay, so this week I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've learned this week, and it's a lesson that I learned kind of a long time ago, but I don't always put it into practice in the same way that I should. And this one is funny because if you have ever met my mother, she has lots of habits, hobbies, but the number one hobby of hers is like yard work, and she has an incredible green thumb. And right now, she is the owner of 2 separate houses. She's selling one, she bought one, she's been in the new house for a while, and she has these massive, huge flower beds at both houses. And I mean, when I say massive, I mean like you feel like you're in the botanical gardens. Like there's little pathways and like, you know, there's like, she's like, oh, there's a bunny hutch under tree 14. And like, it's very intense. And she decided, as mother tends to do, to go on a 14-day cruise. Because why the hell not? It's only August, the plants will be fine, especially since Lisi's here, right? They live in Choctaw. Choctaw is like 40 minutes away. And every day I'm having to go out there and like hose the plants. So before she leaves, I'm like, listen, Mom, I do not know how much, like these plants are going to die. Like you just need to tell me who your favorites are amongst the hosta family, because I can't keep all of the hostas alive. There's 4,700 of them, you know, and they all have like the spikes coming out the top, which show that they're like super healthy. The hydrangeas are like as big as a basketball. P.S. Those did not make it. But like the whole time she's like, oh, okay, well no, it's gonna be okay. I'm like, shit's gonna die, girl. Like it is gonna die. And I just kept saying, I probably said to her no less than 13 times, like, I'm not kidding, show me your favorites. Like, show me your favorites. So eventually she says, okay, so these 2 on the front porch, which are like taller than me, it's like this pot and the whole bottom is sweet potato vine, and then there's some leafy ass thing that's in the middle, and then there's cannas, which are like these really tall plants that are in the middle, right? And the whole setup is like this tall, and they're massive. I mean massive. They're in huge ass pots. And she's like, I mean, I guess if I have to pick something that I just really don't want you to kill, it's those. Well, it's the only thing that like doesn't get touched by any sort of sprinkler system at all. And they weigh 3,000 pounds, right? So I go over there on Thursday. They're supposed to get home on Saturday. And I've been doing good the entire time. I've only killed 9 to 10 plants, right? And I'm like, I told her that was going to happen, so I feel like I'm still winning. I get over there on Thursday, and the plant on the front porch, which is normally like, is now like, I mean, the plant looks dead. It looked real dead. And I'm like, oh no, right? So I go through, and I decide it's about to rain. Thursday it rained. So I rustle up a dolly. I get them to the end of the porch. I like watered it. I let the rain get on it. I put some of her fish emulsion, which is apparently a thing, in it. And I saved the suckers, right? I saved them. Barely. I think they're clinging to life, but she doesn't know that, which is a blessing. So she gets home yesterday and calls me. Now keep in mind, I have killed no less than 10%, right, of her plants. But those suckers survived. And she calls me and she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. They look good. They look so good. And I hang up and I'm like, how did that just happen? Like I killed, there were like 14 hanging baskets, all toast. They did not, it was hot. It was really hot. So I think, what the heck? And then I remember, when you set expectations, right? I told her over and over and over, I'm going to do this for you, but I'm probably going to kill things. When I set the expectation, I then don't get in trouble. And I think sometimes us as realtors, we forget that we have to set an expectation. For example, you know that client who calls you and says, hey, Amy, super excited to buy a house. We just got approved for $200,000. We're wanting 5+ acres. preferably 4 bedrooms, maybe 2.5 baths. We'll settle for 2. And I would love a pool. And you're like, great, what school district are you thinking? Hopefully you say Goodell. And they say, I don't know, Yukon, Deer Creek, something like that. Maybe the Southmore area. And you're like, LOL, right? But if you don't say to them, hey, I love that that's what you want, but that may not happen. And by may not, I mean absolutely is not possible, right? If you say those things to them in the beginning, you are setting the expectation. Whereas if you wait and you try to show them other stuff, they're gonna think you're not doing your job. So I want you guys to remember, you can kill 10% of their plants as long as you told them you were going to. All right? Set an expectation. Okay, so this morning, because of his Price is Right frame,